Hello there. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to create a custom form using gravity forms and conditional formatting. So I am going to jump on over here and share my screen, and we're going to take a look. So I have a form already created within, or I'm creating it right now within gravity forms. And the first step is really to add the information that you need to collect for whatever purpose the form has. So we've been doing a lot of forms recently that are for client onboarding and collecting the first payment. My next video in this playlist will be for setting up that payment processing with gravity forms and Stripe, which is the program that we utilize. So the first thing that you can do with a form is use some of these standard or advanced fields that gravity form has here. And we're going to ask for their name. Now, all of the fields, you can say whether or not you want some additional information there. And you can also require that to show up. Then let's say we want a checkbox where somebody will specify whether or not they are interested in, oh, I don't know, so that it ties into the next one, paying by check or credit card. So here what we can do is under the standard fields, we would select, I prefer the radio buttons because it only allows the selection of one, whereas checkboxes, you can select multiple things at once. So we're going to have the radio buttons here. How would you like to pay? And we are going to have only two options. The first choice is credit card, and the second choice is check. So what we are going to do here is just have that like that. So they come to the page, they pay by name, or they enter their name, they enter in how they would like to pay. And the next thing that we want to do is have an HTML field with our address. So if check. And so within this content, this is an HTML field. So if you want something to be bold or a header, you do have to use HTML tags. If you don't know how to do that, I recommend going over here to pages or up to posts. And what you can do is you can create a sample post, type in what you want, format it correctly, and then click on that text little button. There's a little tab for visual and a little tab for text. Just click the text one, and then you can copy and paste the HTML. Here, I want it to say, so we're going to have it be bold text, just for a little bit of formatting, right? We're going to have it say, please send check to, and then my address. And we want this field to show up if somebody has selected that they want to pay by check. So we enable the conditional logic. And here, how would you like to pay? We want it to show up if it is check. Now, if we want to collect the information for the credit card, there is this option here to enter the credit card. Now, I'll show you how to, we have the pro version of gravity forms, which is why we have this credit card feature. Again, in that next video, I'm going to be taking a look into how you actually set up a product within Stripe and, within gravity forms so that you can collect payment via one of the forms. But here we'll just get it set up so we see that conditional logic again. And we want this to, I was just checking to make sure it has all this information, to have the conditional logic as well. Our website does have force SSL on it, but I always recommend selecting that force SSL so that you go through a secure payment processor rather than having the information kind of floating out there. So again, we want this to show if how would you like to pay is credit card. The next thing we would do is just click update, and it would save the form settings. So we would now be able to enter this form into one of the pages or a post on the website. But let's just take a quick look and preview how the form works. So again, they enter their name and how would they like to pay. So if I select credit card, the credit card fields will show up. If I select check, the text that I entered into that HTML field will show up here. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time when we dive into how to create that product in a Gravity form.